Welcome to the 35th week of news that still isn't safe for advertising. Let's get started. A Chinese student has been denied entry into the United States after he informed security officials he was carrying a bulletproof vest. Despite US customs allowing the importation of soft body armor, he nevertheless had his visa cancelled before being sent back to China. A critic of the decision on a popular Chinese social media site commented, "Americans get to have guns, but we don't get to have body armor. How are we supposed to avoid getting shot?" Supporters of the Border Patrol decision have criticized the student for blowing US gun violence out of proportion. Meanwhile, in the UK, Her Majesty suspends Parliament and 100 companies decide to fuck off to the Netherlands. At the same time, a former Brazilian president says the current one could use some fucking work. Indonesian authorities enact an internet blackout in certain parts of the country, and Russian protesters protest about not being able to protest. Viewers may remember the suspicious death of billionaire sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein a few weeks ago, which was mighty convenient for the number of pedophiles that would have been implicated had he still been alive. The case against Mr. Epstein has since been thrown out, despite 2 cameras outside of his cell, both malfunctioning, and 2 guards failing to perform checks in the time leading up to his supposed suicide. At the same time, a man who spent 36 years in prison for stealing $50 is set to be released this week. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, protesters smash a train control room and police spray a crowd with identifying blue dye. In technology, France is trialing noise radars for loud cars. Ride-sharing services are being dodgy. The US government reviews a proposal to gather Alexa data to stop mass shootings, and the International Space Station can now download Overwatch updates much faster than I can. In entertainment, it has been confirmed that Disney Plus will not feature any content that is R-rated in order to preserve its family-friendly image. The service also plans an aggressive penetration pricing strategy in which customers are able to get a 3-year subscription for the price of 2. This week we also received trailers for The Joker and the final season of Mr. Robot. In gaming, Telltale Games, the studio best known for The Walking Dead and Tales from the Borderlands series that shut down last year, has been revived by a holding company who plans to work on new games with many of the same developers. It is currently unclear what titles are likely to come from the newly revived studio. Meanwhile, we receive a cinematic for Apex Legends. Death Stranding gets a Gamescom trailer, and the Cyberpunk team release a 14-minute, in-depth gameplay video. Viewers who want to talk shit about the SurSwag News team can do so through Twitter or Reddit, and the most respectable among you can feel free to peruse my Patreon rewards or fashionable wares. Outro.